Hi all, this is Professor Disha Shukla and I am conducting the subject wireless communication. My today's topic is wireless LANs, Bluetooth and PANs. Wireless local area network, that is WLANs. WLANs are the networks that allows the devices to connect and communicate wisely. Unlike a traditional wired LAN in which the devices communicate over the Ethernet cables, devices on a wireless LAN communicate via Wi-Fi. While a wireless LAN may look different than a traditional LAN, it functions the same way. New devices are typically added and configured using DHCP. They can communicate with each other on the network the same way they would on a wired network. A wireless local area network is a wireless distribution model for two or more devices that uses high frequency radio waves and often includes an access point to the internet. That is, it has different access point to the internet and it operates generally at a high frequency radio. A wireless LAN allows the user to move around the coverage area, often a home or a small office, while maintaining a network connection. Every component that connects to a wireless LAN is considered as a station and falls into one of the two categories, that is, either they are access points or they can be LANs. Now, wireless LAN is a device. The wireless devices that has grown in popularity so much right now. So we have wireless LANs. In fact, the most routers that are sold are now wireless routers. A wireless router server acts as a base station. It provides wireless connection to any Wi-Fi enabled devices within the range of the router's wireless signal. This may include the laptops, your tablets, smartphones and other wireless devices such as the smart applications and the smart home controllers. Wireless routers often connect to a cable modem or other internet connected devices to provide internet access to the connected devices. So actually the laptops and the tablets or the smartphones that we have or the smart appliances that we have, all of them are actually connected to a wireless router and hence further they are connected to a modem through a cable. So this way the whole wireless LAN is built up. While a wireless LAN may look different than a traditional LAN, it functions in the same way. LANs and wireless LANs can be merged together with a bridge that connects the two networks. That is, suppose we have a LAN and we have a wireless LAN, then we can connect these two, we can merge the two using a bridge. Wireless routers that include the Ethernet ports can automatically combine the wired and the wireless devices into the same network. Wireless LAN and the access point. So what are the access points? So every component that connects to a wireless LAN is considered a station and falls into one of the two categories, that is, they can either be access points or clients. Access points or APs transmit and receive the radio frequency signals with the devices able to receive the transmitted signals. They normally function as routers. Clients, on the other hand, may include a variety of devices such as the desktop computers, workstations, laptop computers, IP phones, and other cell phones and smart devices. That is, what is an access point? An access point is something that it is a point. It is a point that transmits and receives the radio frequency signals with the devices that are able to receive the transmitted signal. That is, what they do is they work similar to a router. They receive the signal and then transmit the signal. So they can do both, transmit and receive the radio frequency signals. Whereas what are the clients? Clients may include a variety of devices. That is, the clients are the devices that are connected to the access point to access the network. So the clients may include the desktop computers, the workstation or the whatever devices that you are using, the IP phones or the other cell phones or smartphones, whatever. So these are the different wireless LANs and access point. This is how they work. Now what are the advantages of a wireless LAN? The most obvious advantage of a wireless LAN is that the devices can connect wirelessly, eliminating the need for the cables. That is, we don't need cables to connect them. This allows the home and business to create a local network without wiring the building with the Ethernet. That is, you don't need the wiring that is needed for the Ethernet. It also provides a way for small devices such as the smartphones and the tablets to connect to the network. Wireless LANs are not limited by the number of physical ports on the routers, and therefore they can support dozens or even hundreds of devices. So wireless LAN do not have a limitation because they don't have physical ports. So it's not necessary that only the number of ports that are available, so that many devices only can be connected. You can connect lots and lots of devices because they are to be connected wirelessly, so you don't need particularly physical ports for them. The range of a wireless LAN can easily be extended by adding one or more repeaters. So as and when, if you have a wireless LAN connect developed in a particular area, and if you want to expand that network, what you can do is you can just simply add a repeater and then you can extend your network. So a wireless LAN can be easily upgraded by replacing the router with the new version. So it is much easier and a cheaper solution than upgrading the old Ethernet cables. So if you have Ethernet cables and you want to upgrade that system, then you have to implement, the process of upgrading that system is very it's bit difficult, and it can also cost you. So as compared to that, wireless LAN can be done easily and it is cheaper. The disadvantages of wireless LAN, because it is connected wirelessly, there are naturally less secure than the wired networks. If we have a wired network, then it will be secured, but because here the devices are connected wirelessly, so it is a bit less secured than them. Any wireless device can attempt to connect to a wireless LAN, so it is important to limit the access to the network if security is concerned. That is, we need to limit the access to the wireless LAN if we want to provide security to it, because as such, uh, any devices can connect to the wireless LAN, so it may be possible that the unwanted devices are connected too. This is typically done using the wireless authentication such as WEP or WPA, which encrypts the communication. Now, additionally, the wireless networks are more susceptible to the interference from other signal or the physical barriers, such as a concrete wall. So, whenever you are using the wireless network, the interference that can be that can be done in that particular network will be very high, because those signals are wireless, so other wireless signals can be added to it. They can easily interfere with them, and the other thing that is possible is they can also be intercepted, or their their energy can be reduced when they go and collapse or collide to the physical barriers like the concrete walls of the buildings that we have. Since the LANs offer the highest performance and security, they are still used by many corporates and government networks. Now, wireless LAN is not a WAN. They should not be. You should not be confused between the two. The term wireless LAN and Wi-Fi are also different, and they both are generally linked and used interchangeably, but the problem arises with this habit. So a wireless LAN can be built on a wireless technology. To illustrate the difference between a wireless LAN and a Wi-Fi, we can see a story like whenever whenever we want to we consult on request for a proposal and implementing a project that involves lightning control and building alarm system. Each used wireless LAN for its interconnectivity. We would recommend that we should use the company would recommend to use a wireless LAN for the interconnectivity. Now, if we are connected through a wireless LAN, then there are different critical services that will be provided through it. So that would be again difficult for the security purpose. But after going through the whole product literature, it can be learnt that the wireless LANs use different radio technologies and has nothing to do with the Wi-Fi. In each case, some form of the router sits between the LAN and whatever proprietary wireless transceivers were in play. So this brings a generic definition of a wireless LAN. That is, a wireless LAN is a LAN that uses the radio technology instead of wiring to the interconnected network nodes. That is, whenever we are using the interconnected wire networked nodes, instead of that we are using a LAN that uses a radio technology. The important aspects are local and wireless. They loosely define the network geographic boundaries and let us know the radio frequency that takes place of the wiring. So this is all about the wireless LANs and what are the access points, what are the clients, how do they work, what are the advantages of wireless LANs, and how is it different from Wi-Fi. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Thank you.